Hey Scorpio, your January tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I have your main themes, your week-to-week forecast, career and finance, and then love. So your main themes for January come in the form of a fairy blessing, and you have a blessing of a fairy guardian and a synchronistic symbol, and you have the chess king. So you actually have double protection this month with these. If you know chess, the king doesn't have very much range of motion, but all of the rest of the pieces on his side are acting to protect him. So there can be ways that this month might feel restrictive, but it's for a good reason. It's like the gutter guards in bowling, right? So if you feel hemmed in at times, it's because it's chaos out there. You're hemmed in from chaos. The best use of your mind is going to be to think strategically, knowing that each step further out from the next one is more and more likely to change. So strategy should include contingencies. Now, on the more spiritual side, honor any synchronicities or intuitive hits, because those are meant to guard you as well. It's like you're protected from the inside and externally. Now, week one, you have Temperance reversed with the King of Wands reversed. So if you are coming into the year completely burned out and feeling either powerless or passive, it is time to simplify and isolate certain factors, to uncomplicate things. And I know that's not easy to just, and uncomplicate things. Like, we would all have easier lives, so we could just make them uncomplicated, right? I just mean to take each thing on its own, one thing at a time, because there is a sense of task paralysis with the King of Wands reversed. And the Temperance reversed is making me think of literally everything all at once, and the overwhelm of just that wall of stuff. So they're saying bite-sized pieces. And that's exactly what the Chess King does. He can only move one square at a time. Like where I work in a warehouse, the packers are only allowed to have one order on their table at any given time, so things don't get mixed up. They'll get crabbed at if they have two boxes or two totes on their table at any given time. So that's going to significantly reduce the demand for motivation and willpower. Week two, you have Justice reversed with the Ten of Cups. I want to call this week the anomaly, because one of my interpretations of Justice reversed is unevenness, like a math problem that leaves a remainder, which is essentially like what Neo was in the Matrix, like a piece of leftover data that didn't go into the equation. It feels like a beautiful, well-deserved bubble of joy that you might even question how you got so lucky. I wouldn't do that. I would just savor it. And it's like it's been stored, and it's coming up to balance out what might have seemed like undue hardship over the course of the last year. The only potential shadow interpretation of this would be some kind of mania. So if that's something you deal with, be your own fairy guardian and take care of yourself around that ahead of time. We're talking about strategy and forward thinking, right? So now I'm also getting something different kind of coming through about fighting injustice where you see it, and protecting your joy in the process, because the King of Wands can get turned upside down like this when it feels like you've been fighting a Sisyphean battle. So protect your energy. And if this bubble of joy is something that already exists or it erupts spontaneously for you, protect it. If not, it might be something that you need to take some time to start creating the space for it to come into being. Now, week three, you have the Moon with the Magician reverse. So I kind of like the Magician reverse because to me, it's a Ganesh-like energy, removing things from your experience. And it's you deciding to unmake something. You're like, I brought it into this world, I can take it out. Not a person, of course. Now, for others of you, there's a mystery here as to what you might have been doing wrong in your manifestation or creative attempts. Like, what part of yourself are you afraid of inviting to the table to participate? Is there some self-sabotaging or chaotic element that you try to keep out of the kitchen because they have been known to foil your most carefully laid plans? Like, you're trying to think strategically, but maybe room needs to be made for this. Like, if you're honest and you look at that part without fear and you try to plan for it, can you identify times when it might have actually created magic for you, even if it was nothing like your original blueprint? Because that's sort of what I see here, is that missing factor. It's a wild card. The wild card is the missing piece. Week four, you have the Six of Pentacles reversed with the King of Swords reversed. Now, as generous of a spirit as you might prefer to be or to see yourself as, be vigilant about scammers this week. I mean, always, really, that's kind of always a thing, but that's just what I'm getting with these particular cards, is to protect yourself around. I feel with a spiritual-ish channel that your guides would encourage generosity, but here, especially with all of this protection surrounding you, this King of Swords reverse could be a bad actor that they're warning you about. But another thing this could be pointing to is watch out for over-transactional thinking. Like, who got dinner last time? How much was it? Did I buy more this time? Like, did that $5 they gave me really cover my gas? I've done them 5 favors. They still owe me one. Like, surrender the mental balance sheet a little bit. Like, there's no need to overthink it. The universe might be encouraging you towards a little bit more trust in that area. And that actually goes both ways. Don't get up in your head if you feel like you've been receiving too many blessings and you're feeling indebted. You're not. I don't think anyone's keeping track. So for career and finance, you have the Star and Death reversed. This feels like what has been a prolonged state of pending or limbo, like a status bar that's just not moving. The old thing hasn't fully ended, the new thing hasn't fully begun, so you're in like both/neitherville. And this month brings restoration of your hope, and it offers a light for you to move towards. Like, hopelessness or a negative future outlook can cause us to hang on to things like dead-end jobs or dead-weight assets for fear that nothing is coming in. It's like we'd rather hang on to the known thing, even though it's not viable. So while this doesn't say to do anything irresponsible, it does offer a light at the end of the tunnel or a way out of a dark time. So the guidance this month is to start moving towards it and start identifying those dead-end, dead-weight things, properties, clients, etc. that could be the proverbial cookie clenched in your hand that you have to let go of to get your hand out of the jar, basically. Now for love, you have the High Priestess reversed with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords indicates putting a once and for all final ending on something that's been hurting you. And with the High Priestess in reverse, it's an ending to not trusting or ignoring your intuition. It's letting others gaslight you, or less nefariously, just giving what other people say more credibility than what you know in your gut. So since these are mirrored energies, this could be what the other person, what that person on your mind is going through as well. And this is going to lead you to either a healthier connection than past ones, or it could empower you to strengthen your current connection. There might be something else that you need to put an end to also, though, some self-harming thought process or interpersonal behavior. And this could be them too. But like, maybe it's been felt by one or both of you, and once again, that feeling ignored. So whatever that ending is for you in your unique situation, that is your next step towards each other. Okay, Scorpio, this is a great way to start the year. There's lots of joy here to be had. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.